to Walking the Path. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm really grateful to do this every week, to have the call to do this. I'm so grateful. Um, I'm excited to talk to you today about what's on my heart and what's been in my awareness lately. And it's been a great week. Okay, wow, I got fireworks coming up here. I have no idea why. It's on the other platform. Hey, what's up, everybody? Great to see you, Amy, Bria, Jacqueline. Welcome, 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 everyone. So I'm super excited because it's been a week back at Rythmia, and I've been working with clients, working with guests, working with my own private clients one-on-one, working with guests at Rythmia, and it has been an amazing week of transformation. And to just see people look at what is scaring them, and it's the thing that we're actually scared of in life that has us drop into our compulsive behaviors, that has us numb out, that has us procrastinate, that has us shrink and contract. It's those very things that we're trying to avoid. And all we have to do is go to the scary parts. It's crazy. And it's so freaking scary, right? It's so freaking scary. So that's what I've been seeing at Rythmia. And that is what I've been experiencing in my life. And so okay, a couple of things. First, there's two things that I wanted to talk about. Going to the scary parts, and the scary parts from there, how we give from the overflow, create from the overflow, not create from lack. Because when we're in contraction, we're creating from lack, and that is a sure fired way to disempower ourselves and to keep ourselves stuck in repetitive cycles. When I can shift my consciousness and see that the scary parts aren't really that scary, that they actually dissipate, and stop resisting them, then I can create a space of abundance, of fullness, of satisfaction within myself, and I can start to create a new life. I can actually disconnect from the past and step into my authentic self, not the self that's worried about all this stuff, which causes me to contort myself, my whole being into strange ways, which then has outcomes become contorted and strange. But when I can be in my authentic self, disconnect from the past, be in my authentic self, I can step forward into the light of my life and shine. And that is what my intention is for you and for me. I'm on the same path. I'm on the same path. So let's break that down. First, we must bring our awareness to the things that are actually scaring us. And a lot of times we might not think that they're scaring us. A lot of times we might think that it's rational the way I'm thinking. Oh, this is very logical. It's very rational. It's very Newtonian, cause and effect, right? And in that way of thinking, I kind of put blinders on to the fact that what's really underneath that is I'm afraid. More fireworks over here. I don't understand why the fireworks are going off on the on the on the Zoom platform. Okay, Instagram, we're cool. Facebook and YouTube, we got fireworks going off. Why? So here's a great example. I was working with a client yesterday, and he realized that he was afraid of being alone. He was afraid of being alone. And he had something that he wanted to do in his life that was that he wanted to express. It was a new opportunity for him in his life, and he had this fear and sadness around being alone, and so he would go to drugs, he would go to escorts, he would do all of these things to distract him from this feeling of loneliness. And then he came to the medicine, and he was like, did the medicine one night and was like, I don't want to go back. That was awful. It was awful. Hey, Susan. She said, that was just awful. I don't want to go back tonight. I don't want to go into ceremony tonight because It's worse than coming down from Coke, is what he said. The way I feel right now is worse than coming down from Coke. And if any of you have ever done Coke, I've done a little in my life. You know that feeling of coming down, Coke stimulates the dopamine, like floods the body with dopamine. So the body shuts down dopamine production. So when you are flooded with dopamine, then the body shuts down the dopamine production. When you're coming down from Coke, it shuts down your own production. So now you don't have the dopamine that the cocaine was giving you, and your body isn't producing anything. So you're really, really low. So this guy yesterday didn't want to go into ceremony at Rythmia. He didn't want to go. And he was like, I'm not going to go because it's worse than coming down from cocaine. And so we talked for a moment, and what came up was his fear of being alone, and his fear of facing whatever it was that he didn't want to face when he was alone. And so we realized that the very thing that was troubling him in life was the very thing that was keeping him from going into ceremony. And he saw a possibility. He said, okay, it's like, look, you can leave. He wanted to, he had changed his plane ticket to leave Rythmia. He had changed his plane. I said, you can leave and you're going to go back and you're going to have the same experience. But if you face this and go to the place that's scary for you, I promise you, if you watch it, it will transform. If you just observe it, it shifts. Now, there's a great story around this because these are basically what we call demons. We can all relate in some level to what that guy was going through. There's something in our lives that has been holding us back. There's something in our lives that keeps us from moving forward. There's something in our lives that keeps us from being our authentic self because we think that the world needs us to be another way other than our authentic self. That's the shadow. That's the mask that we put on to hide something. So we can all relate to that. And those demons, they call us off course. They call us and cause us to crash our boat on the rocky shore of fear and doubt and worry and lack and limitation and not enoughness. And I'm going to be alone and I'm not going to be loved. It causes us to contort our authentic selves and not be authentic because we're afraid. And those demons have a voice and we give them power. So there's an old story about it. Have you ever heard of the Camino de Santiago? The Camino de Santiago is a pilgrimage in Spain, 500-mile pilgrimage that goes from France to Spain. And it's been since the Middle Ages. Catholics have been doing this pilgrimage. And they did it back in the day to take some time off of purgatory, right? If you did the pilgrimage, you wouldn't go, be in purgatory. So this guy hears that there's a church on the Camino where you can get enlightened immediately. And so he goes to the church and he talks to the priest of the church. He says, is this the church where you get enlightened immediately? And the priest says, yeah, this is it. He says, what do I got to do? And the priest says, all you got to do is walk through the room of 1,000 demons. And so the guy goes, oh, okay, I'll do it. What's the room of 1,000 demons? He says, well, it's just what it sounds like. It's a room, 1,000 demons you got to walk through. And those demons are going to tell you all sorts of stuff. And all you have to do is walk through the room without believing anything they say. If you can make it through the room without believing anything the demons say, you'll be enlightened. The guy goes, I can do that. No problem. How many people have made it through? And the priest says, none. We all get caught by those demons that scare us. The things that we have been resisting in life, the things that we don't want to face, the things that we do compulsive behaviors to keep us from dealing with, we're resisting it. It's actually gaining strength. We're giving it power. When we can go to what's scary, when we can go to the places that scare us, those things will shift. They'll lose their power. Those demons had never had any power. Those thoughts were just thoughts. We have thoughts, but we're not our thoughts. They've never had any power. So when we could go to the places that scare us and face them, those things that seem so insurmountable, those things that seem so big, they begin to fall. They begin to fade away into the bloated nothingness from which they came. That's the truth. So When we go, so what is it that's scaring you? What is it that's holding you back? What is it, that thing, that nagging thing that you might not be really aware of, but that you're going to be alone? You're not going to have enough money. You're not going to make it through this situation. You're not going to be loved. You're going to be excluded. People are going to laugh at you. People are going to think poorly of you. You're not where you should be. Someone else is further ahead of you. You should be further along. You should be more organized. You should be all of those things. What are the things that cause you to contract? What are the things that tell you you're not enough? You're not good enough. You're not where you should be. You're not okay. Those are the things we want to look at. And those are the demons that are constantly swirling around in our head. And if we can hear those and just observe them, just watch them, they'll begin to dissipate. And here's the thing, you don't have to do it. You're never alone. There is this infinite power. There is this infinite intelligence. You can call it God. You can call it the universe. You can call it the divine mind. You can call it the Pachamama. You can call whatever you want to call it. Love, beauty, intelligence, whatever you want to call it, there is something that's always there that's guiding you. And you can look in your life in the past when you have surrendered to it. It's always taken care of you. It's a silent partner that's always walking with you. So when we can have faith that there is a presence that loves us and sees us for who we really are, loves us no matter what, that we're perfect, whole, and complete no matter what. When we can see, take the time to look, to face the demons that have been holding us, when we can just look at them, they begin to dissipate. And then as we move from confusion, because that's a state of confusion that keeps you in confusion, the worry, the doubt, the fear, the lack, the limitation, all of that keeps us confused. When we can move out of the confusion, we then can move into a place of wholeness. We can move into a place of, I'm okay no matter what. I'm okay no matter what I said or didn't say, no matter what I did or didn't do. I'm okay. I'm all right. The presence of God loves me just as I am. I'm lovable. I am loved just as I am. When I can come to that place, I'm all right already. I'm already enough. Someone told me a long time ago, by right of consciousness, you deserve. By right of consciousness, you deserve. What does that mean? It means that it's not because you worked hard or because you got good grades or because, by right of the fact that you have a self-reflexive consciousness, you deserve the keys to the kingdom. All the love, all the beauty, all the joy, all the abundance, all the prosperity, all the health, all the love, everything. All we must do is accept it. So many of us are holding our cup of acceptance upside down. We have to hold our bowl of acceptance, our cup of acceptance, right side up to receive that which is so freely being given. And all it takes is lifting our minds above confusion. We're the only ones that are holding us back. And it's all mental. Because once we stop the confusion, once we stop listening to the demons of lack and fear and limitation, once we stop that, we come to a state of wholeness, we lift our minds above confusion, and then dynamic insight and downloads and revelations start to occur. Insights, direction, the next right step, the courage to follow things through happens. One after another, they begin to flow like a river flows through the stream of your consciousness. Once you clear it from the boulders that have been damming it up, and those boulders are those demons of lack and limitation and worry and doubt and fear and I'm not enoughness. And it's hard. This is hard. It's not easy. It's not easy because the world's telling you, you need to do more. You need to work harder. You haven't worked hard enough. Now, I'm not saying that it's not going to be hard work. Don't get me wrong. But when you are connected to the flow of life, things reveal themselves in the next step and the next step in the correct course of action, and you're able to accomplish things that seem godlike. You are able to do things that you would have never imagined that you could do, and you will receive assistance and aid and offers and generosity from unexpected places and unexpected ways that no person could have ever imagined would come their way. You will be helped to accomplish the things that seemed so hard. I'm not saying just sit back and everything comes to you. No, I'm saying clear your mind from confusion. And when you clear your mind from confusion of lack and worry and limitation and not enoughness and I'm not lovable and I'll never make it and everybody else gets ahead but me and all of those stories, when you clear your mind of that, providence rushes in. And all sorts of things happen. Hey, Diego, all sorts of things happen that you could have never imagined would happen to support you in that thing that you never thought you could do. This is what I mean by creating from the overflow. Because when I am in lack and limitation, I am, thanks, HMB Wani. Thank you. My brother over here says, damn, I need this. I need it too. I need to rewatch this. When I am in lack, when I'm in worry, I'm contracting. And when I'm contracting, there's not a lot that can get in. I can't receive all the good. So when I simply lift my mind above confusion, I'm okay. I'm all right already. I'm enough just as I am. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It doesn't matter what anybody said. It doesn't matter what I did or didn't do. It doesn't matter how much farther ahead somebody is than me. It doesn't matter if it's too late. There's no time in God. God is eternal. It doesn't matter. Whatever you can dream, you can begin. You can begin it now. But you can't begin it from a place of shit, I got to do this because if I don't, I'm never going to amount to anything. That's contraction. If you do it from, I'm all right already. I'm enough already. I'm enough already. I'm enough already. Say that to yourself. I'm enough already, just as I am. Now, feel the energetic difference when you take the next step. Feel the energetic difference when you take the next step. To say, okay, what's the next right thing to do? What's the next right step? And you will be guided because you're not alone. You have a silent partner. Whew. Okay, so that is what, so we go to the places to review. We go to the places that are scary. Right on, but I'm fucking enough already, brother. Yes, already, just as we are, we're enough. To review, we go to the scary parts, the things that are swirling around in our head, all the things that make us feel small, that make us feel bad about ourselves. My family didn't make it. I come from a line of people that were poor. I come from people that did whatever. If it's a generational thing, if it's something that happened to you, oh, this happened to me, and therefore I'm never going to amount to anything, or my friends have gotten along so much better than me. Why isn't it happening to me? Whatever that thing is, I can't do that. I can't. What would people think if I actually expressed that thing? Whoa. What if I associated myself with that idea instead? All the things that make us afraid to be our authentic selves, we got to just watch them. Got to just observe them. They are the demons that are swirling around. They have no power. There's only one power. There's only one life. The other things, the demons, the dark things, we give power to by worrying about them. And so we watch them, they begin to dissipate. And as we release ourselves from those tightly wound patterns of fear, doubt, lack, worry, limitation, and not enoughness, we are now full. I'm enough already, just as I am. And from my fullness, I can trust in God, trust in this divine intelligence that's spinning the planet without human compulsion, that's doing a bunch of things without us having to worry about it. The earth is spinning, the sun is shining, my food's digesting, the trees are photosynthesizing, the tides are coming and going. All this is happening without me having to control anything. I wonder what else would happen if I just let off holding on the wheel so hard, right? I have a silent partner which I can trust. And when I open up and stop the contraction, when I open up, then the next right step is revealed. Assistance comes. I can do the things that I would have never dreamed that I would have been able to do. That may appear like hard work, but it's not hard work when you're on time, on purpose, with a purpose. So it's from that place that we take the next right step, that the correct course of action reveals itself. And we begin to unhook ourselves from the past, step boldly into our authentic self, and step into our life and shine bright. All right. That is our Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live today. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. Let's say a quick prayer. I'm so grateful and so thankful right here and right now in this moment for everything that came through today. I'm so grateful for the teachers and the teachings that bring us from darkness into light. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to pray. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to share, and so grateful for this opportunity to expand my awareness, for I know that consciousness is contagious. And I recognize God in all of this. I recognize the one source, the one power, the one life that is living itself in, through, and as everything. There's no place, there's no spot where the presence of God is not. I am one with it. You are one with it. We are indivisible from it. We didn't create ourselves. We're a part of creation, and therefore we're a part of the Creator, and therefore a part of the great plan of love. And so from this place of knowing that everything is perfect just as it is, that there's nothing wrong, that I'm enough already, that you're enough already, we open ourselves to receive the divine downloads, insights, revelations, direction, next steps, connections, unexpected good, unexpected prosperity, unexpected kindnesses, unexpected connections, unexpected opportunities, unexpected offers coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in our lives and the lives of others. Thank you, Reverend Cheryl, for the oath of manifestation. And so I know that as we lift our minds above confusion, all good comes to us. Prove me now, said the Lord of hosts, that I shall not open up the heavens and pour down a blessing too big to be contained. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to know this truth. I'm so grateful and so thankful to feel this beautiful energy moving through me right now. I know that it's palpable for you too. For those listening right now, those hearing later, it's the same energy moving through you, moving through me, the energy that uplifts, the energy that refines, the energy that moves and removes, molds and remolds situations and circumstances to the best and highest individual and collective good. We allow it to happen. We let it be. We let it free. We say, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Ache. Ache pati. Aho. And so it is. Woo. All right. Much love. Peace and